everyone, we're back to Casus Immortalis. This is our second session. We'll be here every single Saturday except for the second Saturday of the month. We're excited to have you guys with us. Today, we're going to hand it over to Adam here, who is our lovely dungeon master, in just a second. But a few quick announcements before we jump into it. This Wednesday, we have our next Tea House tasting, which is our guest DM one-shot, DM'd by our own lovely Ryan. And after that, we've got Pick Up D&D the Wednesday after. If you guys want to play, all of our player slots are going to be open the next couple weeks. But if you want to play, keep an eye out for signups opening for our games in March. We'll be so excited to have you guys. And then on Monday, catch us for the next session of Echoes in the Grey City. I'm pretty sure I emotionally traumatized at least one of my players in Echoes. So we're excited to see the outcome of that. But yeah, I think that's everything. We're about to hop into it, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Adam.
Cool. So, to give you guys all a little recap, I'll leave the music what it is right now. It's nice and peaceful. So, in the pouring rain, your recently minted group, mostly by proximity, have found themselves digging through barrows illegally at night. But Gab, the ASMR, Ripple, the Water Genasi, and Ornick and Than, mentor and mentee, druids of the mountain, weren't the only ones searching for rumors of a crown. A grim team of antagonistic figures led by a black-laced elf and unholy practitioner, Lestheris. And then, in a moment of casual cruelty, she stabbed the young guards of Fane, manifesting this lance of pure, inky shadow, before instantly raising the guards back in undeath. You all, including the town Thane's Aldermere, Nona, and her aloof associate, Morta, both tieflings, are thrown into the tomb at this group's behest, while they're searching for titanium bones and a melted crown. You evade a speaking brass cube that hits itself on its face many times, seemingly left there to guard the tomb. And further below, you piece together a story from the tapestries. Ripple, you see an image of what looks like Mirage. Your mentor from a while ago disappeared, seemingly dead. But here you see what looks like Mirage. Angular jawline, a wild mane of silver hair, titanium. Ferociously beheading a dwarf in sort of like this like old medieval looking like painting, of like wartime. But before you even have a chance to process all this, Nona discovers a false wall, and Than discovers that there's a central well that sort of extends up and down below between all of these three, what looks like 3 floors of this big tomb. And in what looks like a collapsed shrine behind the wall, you all find a faintly glowing pinky toe of a halfling, seemingly this sacred relic from a saint that is emitting a hallow spell, crucially preventing all forms of undeath. But before you have a chance to exit or resolve this, Jedar, the bulky human apostate with his booming voice, Mycete the mold speaker, and Lestheris entered the tomb, not waiting for you all, but without their ward or their stitched horror. Jedar descended further, but Mycete and Lestheris are still lingering around here while you guys are trapped behind the false wall, while attempting to home in on this divine magic that is preventing their necromantic designs. So, let me change the music to be a little bit more fitting. Ornick. Second, sorry. Music. Okay, Ornick. As you hide behind this false wall, you see sort of pinpricks of light. All of you have been using these like eye holes that are through the tapestries that are kind of like partially like translucent, and this light is reflecting, piercing off of your golden scales, lighting up this almost like a constellation on the walls. Stars that bring you back to the night sky of your home in the alpine forest of the Divided Chain. And you have to wonder, how in the hell did you end up here?
Hmm?
What do you think, Ornick? What's going through
Oh.
Ornick's mind?
Through Ornick's mind is definitely that, like, oh, this has gotten very real. Very real very quickly. And she's certainly afraid of what could possibly happen because she and her leader, it's like I couldn't think of the word, because they have certainly seen the destruction that is caused by this decay and everything. So it's a very scary thing to be like, I don't know. I know that we were chasing this for a long time. We saw little pieces, but like here it is. Here's what's happening. So she's, apprehensive and just gonna completely look to Than for what to do next.
Okay.
And just be very, very timid as far as anything else.
Always turning to Than.
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
as you all are kind of behind this wall, waiting, trying to figure out what happens, Jedar is left. At this point, it's just the mold that is crawling around, seemingly trying to figure out, homing in on the divine magic that you guys have kind of like hidden, if I remember correctly, upside down, under an upside down bowl. That is like sort of faintly glowing a little bit. And you see Lestheris, who's just kind of like, she opens up what looks like a tome. And as she's like looking through it, and you have a moment. You have maybe a few minutes, who knows how long, before the mold seems to, if it can, home in onto you all. Are any of you going to do anything?
Nona's
Well, we're
probably
essentially
going to-
here by ourselves, right? Like the rest of the evil people have moved on.
No. So there's two of them that are still in the. Can you
There's
see
two
the
of them
map?
still there.
Yeah. My seat and Lestheris. Can you see? Can you
Okay.
guys see them?
Maybe it's just I can't see on the like where
you guys see
my
their
characters
tokens?
are positioned. Okay. Yes. Now I can. That I'm repositioned a little
Okay,
bit.
perfect. Yeah. So there's
Can
two of them
we-
there.
Yeah.
No.
Can we tell that they seem like they're about to locate us in any way?
Let me. The mold. Make a nature check.
Oh my god, it's hard to pick which dice to use for the first roll of the day. 14.
14.
I can assist in that as well since both of my characters are
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
+4 to that. do I roll or
Oh, are you helping her or are you doing it yourself?
I'm
You're also
helping.
thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
So then roll with advantage. No.
Okay.
2.
Okay, so 14. Good. This is clearly not natural mold. It has some sort of sentience. Mold, if it finds you, it's likely that it is just trying all routes. From the movement you've seen, it just seems to like I don't know if you've ever had like biology experiments where you've like grown something like a fungus or something on a petri dish and it like spirals out following up. That's kind of what it's like, where it just goes towards where it's like a gradient, where it's looking to find something. Maybe it picks up on some sort of divine magic or not, but if it can go into small cracks and crevices, so it could likely get behind the wall, but it will take a little bit of time.
How quietly would I be able to do the verbal component of the mending cantrip to kind of start plugging these little dots of like the holes in the wall?
So if you want, we can try to do it quietly.
Alright.
If you're willing to do so, knowing
Sure.
that if you fail, they may be drawn towards you all.
I guess
I will make the punishment, the penalty known ahead of time that, like, if you go to do this, there's a chance they might, hear something.
yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on Ripple's arm before he does that. Maybe we should not risk being heard, but what are the implications here? What do you all think if they do find us? Are we trying to hide from them right now? Are we trying to make ourselves known? I'm also not opposed to, a more violent resolution here.
Well, they haven't they've been not very welcoming to us, but they haven't necessarily been overtly aggressive to us.
They pushed us in a hole.
They did do that.
That's
They
true.
did push us in a hole.
They did push
Pretty
us in a
aggressive.
hole.
I'm also wondering.
Ripple still bears the back, the crack on his back from the push.
Yeah,
Does-
that's right.
Okay, I have a random question. Does anybody have food or salt on them?
I can't say that I do.
Dang.
That's a good
It's at this
question.
moment while you guys are kind of debating where you stand in relation to this group, that you hear more than see Jedar, the voice, the booming apostate, call up from kind of echoing, you suppose, from further down, as more than bones lie below. Movement. Lestheris, my seat. I need your aid. As you see, Lestheris seems torn about going down below. And she's looking for something here before finally... Fine, I will be there. And she pulls out of her... You saw this before, Nona. You saw that when you went to hit her with what would be a killing blow, out of nowhere, from behind her shadow, her ward popped up. And here, once again, in a similar fashion, you see her reach into her shadow and pluck out what looks like a hand that's just limp. And then she kind of shakes it, and then it almost wakes up for a second. You can see stitch marks, a protruding bone, and a very striking gold ring with a blue gem, kind of right in the center of it. And I want those of you who have... Oh, go ahead.
As soon as she pulls out a ring, and if it's in her fingertips, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
I want to cast it so the sound emanates from the point of origin, right next to her head. And I want it to be a loud squall of a raven or a crow, just very loud in her ears.
What are you trying to do in this moment? So
I want her
think
to
I'm
drop
missing a
the
little bit.
ring.
Okay, so the ring is on the hand,
Okay.
this claw. So she's not really holding it. It's on this claw that now seems to wake up. So
I want her to drop something. I want her to drop
Okay.
the whole thing.
So she holds up this hand, and then in that moment, roll a spellcasting check for me. So roll what would be your spell. I believe it's charisma spellcasting modifier. So it'd be...
I'm a fighter.
Yes,
So
but
this comes
that's
from
from
a-
your tiefling, right? Your
Yeah,
tiefling
yeah.
thaumaturgy. So it'd be d20 plus charisma modifier plus proficiency bonus. So it should be plus whatever your charisma is. D20 plus that plus 2.
16.
Okay. In that moment, there's what is the sound? What is the sound that
It's like
emanates?
a squaw of a crow, a crow just
Okay.
screeching.
Like a, "Ah, ah." And it for a second, she's like confused, like she like is like caught off guard, and she drops the hand, and it kind of like slams on the ground before it starts, and then it like starts to massage itself like it's in pain, much like when Ripple like was like massaging him back, and she like looks down, kind of confused but not noticing where you're coming from, and she looks down at the hand. Didn't you want to meet your father again? I heard he still lives around here. Now, if you want to keep them all safe, stay guard. Come down to us if you see anything. And I want those of you who have a proficiency in history or arcana to please make a d20 check.
Got a 15.
I did 8 in history.
Okay. Gabriella especially, make a d20 roll for me.
Huh? Oh, I don't have proficiency.
Arcana or history?
No.
Okay, but you specifically, your character might know of this, so
Okay.
roll for me. I should have asked. I should have said directly.
I got a plus history.
Okay. Ripple, it looks like some sort of order, like a ring of like an order of a group or something. Gabriella, you've seen this before. This is a ring of there's an academy, Driocht Towers, back in the capital. You did not attend it. However, you knew of it as a prestigious area for sorcerers and for wizards who are sort of honing their craft. Mostly attended by gnomes and halflings, but there are a few humans and others that attend. And as this hand kind of like props up, like very much like, you know, from like the Addams Family, you know, like it kind of just like crawls, and you guys kind of like lose sight of it for a second because it just kind of like crawls around, skittering, as Lestheris and my seat both make their way down and away, as you can hear their footsteps echoing, just leaving the skittering hand on guard. You might need to speak louder.
Want to catch a hand?
I'd rather avoid a hand.
We could take it hostage.
But we gotta do something. We can't just sit here.
Agreed.
I'm gonna try and sneak up,
right.
or if I'm
Let's
not
get out of
stopped
here and away
by
from
somebody
here.
else, so I'm gonna try to sneak up on the hand.
Well, right now you guys don't have a good one. You're behind the wall, and you don't
Oh,
you
okay,
don't really
true.
have a good vision of where the hand is. Like, at least from right where you are, it's not immediately apparent. It just kind of like skittered off somewhere on this floor.
Hmm. Okay, maybe we should just leave. Yeah, let's like find a way out. What happens if we continue along like the wall?
So there is, as you go around to the other edge, kind of tiptoeing, you do see another exit to this area that is into the like where the open tombs were. So I don't know if you guys can see me pointing on the map here, pinging it. There's another exit to the area right there. So right now there's 2 for this area. There's there, and then there's the one that you entered in on the left side.
Just sneak over there to the far one.
We need to make sure they can't find the the doorway into this room.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that certainly. So I'll take over to the other exit.
So as half of you kind of like are you guys like sort of splitting to like the 2 entrances?
I'm gonna
to
head
this
towards
area?
the tomb room
Okay.
as well. I'm gonna sneak. Sneak around the. Oh my god, the passage.
For this, we'll just, you know, we'll let you if you don't want them, like, we can move later. It might be cumbersome to move some of those things on the spot.
I would like to check the door that we came through to get into this little hidden room and see if there's a way I can make it so it can't be as easily opened from the main room? Whether that's
and
something to prop up
there
against
is a lot of rubble
Okay.
that you find in the like in the collapsed shrine room that you can take and try to like wedge the door so it can't open
gonna do
back
that.
up. Very heavy rubble. I need you to make a strength check for me,
Okay.
unless you have a proficiency in athletics.
I do not.
So just a strength check.
That's a 5.
Nona, you see as like Ripple is like trying to lift what looks like this just giant piece of like stonework that has crumbled, and you get like a couple feet with it before you're just like sweating and your hands are dripped with, you know, sweat.
I
Yeah.
turn from blue to purple.
You're not getting any further with that.
I'm gonna help him.
I
Okay.
need some help.
Hold on.
Nona,
check.
make an athletics check.
My God, 21.
You see that like as you're like struggling with this Ripple, that like Nona just kind of like grabs it with a hand, like one hand, and just starts like lugging it like carefully but like along the floor until she's able to wedge it between the doors. So the door, it like still opens a little bit because it's hard to get it perfect, but like it's noticeable that it's still a door if they're pushing on it, but it won't open without like some severe force.
That's quite an arm you got there. You'd be right at home on a ship.
I can't say my connection to water is very strong, but thank you.
So one door is closed and can't be opened easily. The other opens into the tomb area. Morta, you were going over there. Is there
I would
anything
like to
you were
go. I'm a little curious to see if there's anything in this tomb area, as long as I'm still sort of like hidden from the hand.
You'll have to go out into the room. If
Okay.
there is the wall that lets you look in is only around the tapestry portion.
Gotcha.
So
So, but it does drop me out into this tomb room.
it will drop you out into the tomb room so you can see.
Okay.
But if you want to go hidden, you'll probably need to roll a stealth check.
Yes, I would like to go hidden into
Roll
the
a stealth
tomb.
check, as
Toomy
you're
room.
the first to creep out.
Yeah, I am creepy, so. Okay. Wow. That's a crappy roll from this dice for the first time. Thanks a lot. It's gonna be 12.
Okay. You make your way out. It's quiet. You can hear some like echoing from down below, some sort of scuffle or something. Just like people, like some sort of conflict. But you don't see the hand anywhere nearby. For the moment, you seem, nobody seems to see you.
I investigate these tombs.
Sure. As you make your way over, the tombs, 2 of them are closed. You see reliefs of sort of dwarvish knights that have their sort of like a sword over their chest in the relief, and 2 of them closed and 3 of them open and empty. Sorry, 1 of them is full. 2 of them are empty. 1 of them has a dwarf, but what looks like a stone dwarf who is dead, and is just sitting there. You actually are more aware of this than most. When dwarves die, the dwarves in Bagenroth have an affinity for stone. Some think it goes beyond just an affinity. They are part stone, and you see almost what looks like a statue, but you've seen it. You've been in like a mortuary before, around morticians. This is a dwarf that when they die, they turn to stone, and their oaths are written upon them. And you see this is written here in Dwarvish. I don't know if you speak Dwarvish, but you see their oath written upon them as they are just arms crossed sword in front of them.
Can I like scrawl this down somewhere?
Sure. You can take like a little like etching of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just write. You have a etching of the dwarven oath from the Barrows.
Cool. Sweet. Is there anything like in the tomb with the stone dwarf?
Just his sword, but looks like
Okay.
a long sword.
Okay, I'm not gonna touch any of that. All
The
right.
other two
I
empty.
don't.
What looks like 5 beds, unused for some time. Roll an
I can't
investigation
even-
check
yeah.
for me. Roll an
Oh,
investigation check for me.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Ooh.
And if anybody else was also thinking about that, you're welcome to help or roll with it.
Yeah, you can join me out
Yeah,
here.
I think I'm gonna
Please.
join
I can't
over
move
there.
my token, but I'm gonna
so
walk
it's like
over
a little
there.
living area,
Okay.
right?
In the
Can
where?
I like where all the beds were? and stuff?
Okay, I rolled a. Hold on, that is plus.
It's so I have it set. It's gonna be weird trying to move the tokens around. So for now, because I have walls set up, so basically anytime you try to go through an area, even if you can't tell if there's a wall, it's gonna block you. So for now, we'll just we'll have I realize you guys can't see through other people's tokens, so that's part of the problem. Does ever so just try to slowly move your way and figure it out, you know, where your character would be going. So.
This is where the
I realize you guys can't go through that wall, can you? You have to go out and around.
You got to go out and around, unfortunately, on there.
So, anyway, we'll slowly figure it out. You know, it's technical stuff.
The joy.
You were looking for an investigation check, and Gabriella, were you gonna do something?
yeah. The area that I'm in right now is that like the little like there were beds and stuff.
So, no. So the area you're in, down south below, is where there was the mushroom that, shrieking
those.
mushroom that Morta pulled away from after it shrieked once.
So up here's where the beds are. and
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
The 5 beds to the side.
Can I investigate for any supplies? Stuff like
Roll,
scissors?
both of you roll investigation check for me.
I got a 16.
Thank you. Morta, you're kind of putting 2 and 2 together. This is a guard's barrack, and seemingly 3 of the guards have passed. But strangely enough, this is a tomb that has been here for 15 years. Which means these dwarves have been here in the dark for 15 years. Gabriella, you find near some of the, on the tables opposite where the shrieking mushrooms are, what looks like mushrooms that have been chopped up into food. And you can see, water that has been, wrung out of the mushrooms that are also some of them that are drying. Someone is, giving themselves sustenance, bare sustenance, through mushrooms and, the liquid that comes out of them to survive. But you do see what looks like a little bit of food in the form of some chopped up purple sort of withered mushroom, sort of faded.
Am I able to reach it?
Yeah. It's not too close. It's away from the shrieking mushroom.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna grab a handful.
Sure.
Put it in
Yep.
my pocket.
Just write that you have. You can just write down you have
Purple
some
mushrooms.
dried mushroom rations.
So this was a sort of barracks to guard a tomb? For what sort of dwarf?
I think it wasn't for dwarf. I think. Well, I don't know actually. Do you think it was like they're just in charge? They were in charge of like guarding the bigger one, like that these people are trying to find.
Perhaps.
I'm forgetting. Do we know who was buried here?
You all were kind of coming down here for the suspicion that Ashran's crown was here. That this named sort of crown was down here. That's kind of mostly why most of you are here. But it seems like more than just the crown might be here. Something or somebody important. Hints that maybe some Titanian was here.
Perhaps we should locate where that hand is.
Yes, I agree. And
Okay, yeah.
get rid of it. And get out of here.
All right, let's
think we
see
should take
where
it
this
with us.
hand is.
Who's looking for the hand carefully? So whoever's going to do this is going to have to make... Morta, you've already made your stealth check, but someone else, if whoever's doing it, I assume you all are doing it stealthily. So first we'll have everybody make a stealth check.
Okay. Oh dear. Actually, damn.
I got a 14.
Okay,
That
very
was
nice.
pretty good at stealth.
7. Nona got a 7.
Okay.
Dan got a 14.
Nice.
If we've been able to talk in here, would
Yeah.
the verbal components of a spell be too loud?
No.
All right, I'm
Not
going to cast
necessarily.
guidance on whoever's looking.
Okay. So,
That's a D4.
who else was... what was your stealth check, Ripple?
14.
14? And... Okay. So, on a whole, you guys are fairly quiet. Now, whoever is looking, the two people looking for the hand, please make a perception check for me.
Natural 1.
Oh.
That's a 4.
And a 4, and I'm seeing
10.
my... All right, that's an 8 for me.
Okay.
Best
You
that I
all
got.
go out kind of carefully looking for it. You're pretty quiet. And you reach a moment where you're not seeing it, and you've either got to like make your way a little bit further out just to see if you can spot it. And as you do so, Nona, you are the one that spots it. You see, because your eyes just immediately go back to the spot, you're like, oh, was the door closed fully from this side? As you're looking around and you see the hand is just kind of like has crawled up, and it's just kind of like touching some of the tieflings. On the far side were the tieflings in the tapestry that are sort of, for lack of a better word, they just like look bereft and weeping, in this tapestry, the story of these tieflings that have like lost their home. And you see the crawling claw, this hand, is just kind of like caressing the tiefling.
I'm gonna go grab it.
As you get up closer to it, though, it turns around, and like it doesn't have eyes, but as soon as you get within like a certain range of it, it seems to sense you, and it turns around, and it looks at you, and you see it like doing like weird like hand signs almost.
Is it like an actual signed language that it is using?
It looks to be some sort of language.
Okay. Because Ornick knows common sign.
Oh, I'll be honest, I had no freaking idea that. Or like, you see signing letters. You see
Okay.
E, L, I, A, N. A lion. You see this figure, and it goes over again, and it like runs up,
Okay.
and it's like gets a little bit closer, and it signs it over and again, and it's like trying to like make itself known. Do you communicate this at all?
Yeah, I'll communicate with everybody else and kind of explain. She was holding back, but since like everything we've been discovered by it, basically, we'll
Yeah.
come out I mean, it doesn't have eyes, so like, can
It
she
seems to
sign
have
back
a
to it?
sense, like this blind sense of just like whoever
Mhm.
is around it, like something supernatural. I mean, it's a
Okay.
hand that's moving around, without like any aid.
Okay,
Ornic-
she's go ahead.
Ornic says the name Elian out loud.
Yes, is Elian
Did
is
you,
what this is.
Elian? You sure?
As soon as you say the word lion, the hand like hops up a little bit, and like it like saying like yes, and it like runs up to you, and just kind of like starts to crawl up you, Nona, and then like puts its little hand like and just kind of like rests itself against you on your shoulder. And it is cold. And you get a good up close look of this ring. A lion left. A lion, you never knew really what happened to a lion after your town was attacked. But potentially he was at this Driocht Towers.
Do you think that they are like using the hand to like track down the rest of the body of a lion? Like it wants to return to its body.
You see the hand sign N-O.
Oh,
No.
Elian, are you alive? Is this all that's left
I
of
can
you?
interpret this.
The
Ornic can
hand,
interpret
you
these
don't need to do
things.
anything to interpret this. The hand just goes,
Cool.
as in like,
What does that
but
even
you
mean?
do see it signs flee, danger, run.
We need to go.
I'll just want to run out of here.
With
Yeah,
the
I'm
hand.
going to-
Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna look.
You want to come here?
Well,
But what about the
we
crown?
still need to learn what's going on here. Like it can't be that bad, is what Than has to say about it.
Nona's just taking Elian for like if this is actually Elian's like soul and conscious in this hand,
Y'all,
she's immediately
let's get
going to
outta
trust
here.
him.
We can ask the hand what's going on later.
Yeah, I'm gonna tuck him like into my shrug, here, so he's like between my tunic and my shrug here on my shoulder, and I'm going to immediately look for the exit.
Okay. So you guys came in through the broken like ceiling of the first floor, and you do not see any exit on this floor. The only other directions are further down where they are, or back up to see if there's some sort of exit along one of like the hallways that you couldn't go down because of the cube.
I wonder if I could make like a loud sound or something up here and we can hide behind something and they come to investigate and then we could run down. But then we might be trapped down there.
That could trap us.
Well, Than is very much itching to do something and stop like fluffing
about
about.
it.
So, yes, like he's just gonna be like, let me go. I'm just gonna go investigate and see what I can quietly do going down these stairs where everybody else went, because obviously there's no other place to go to. Just
Oh, a
down is the
lion.
way.
As you hear calling up, "Come along, I have need of you." As you hear Lestheris speaking from below. What do you do?
You should let it go.
Should I give him a
Yeah,
hand?
I can't let him go back to them. He needs to stay with us. I'm sorry.
The hand kind of like crawls to the edge of your shoulder and just like looks up to you and then looks over and just kind of like signs, "It's okay. It's okay."
Elian, how do I find you?
it hops down and starts to make its way over there before it turns around and just signs horror. Horror. It's difficult because it takes a while for the hand to communicate this stuff, especially between back and forth, and it doesn't have more time to explain than just says horror and then makes its way down.
Should we follow?
All right, Than's gonna follow. Like
Yes,
not
yeah, let's go.
completely at the same time, but just a little behind.
Wait, so are you
As
following the
stealthily as
hand
possible.
down below towards
No,
where
no, no.
Lesteris and
We should not. We need to leave. I'm gonna grab Ornick and
Leave? Where do we
Ripple by
go?
the shoulders. We need to get out
Back
of here.
up.
We need to leave. Morta probably knows who a lion is because when we were children, Nona probably told her exactly who a lion was. But
Yeah. Morta trusts the hand and thinks that we are highly under-leveled to fight those people down there and therefore would like to leave to fight another day.
You guys, okay, you two can stay up here. We can go down, and I will make a very loud noise that will be very strange in this area, and you'll know to leave.
What if we need
well,
help?
we shouldn't split up. We shouldn't split up. We should all get out of here.
We should go down there.
Well, it'll just be for a few minutes. I'll check it out, see what's going on, and if it's nothing good, then I can come right back up. It'll be fine.
I will go with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Well, Ornick needs to stay with somebody to be safe with you guys. I think that would be better, and I am much stealthier than. Well, she's big and clumsy, and it's fine, but you know, I can get around much better than she can.
okay. So who's
I'm
going
just gonna.
below?
I'm going.
Than,
I'm
Ripple,
gonna try one
and
more time.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself for this.
I have a feeling, I'm going to look at all of them before they start to turn away. I have a feeling this is not going to be the last time our paths cross with them. For now, let us go see what we can find about them, about this place. And we'll see what we can do in the future, because right now I do not feel this is safe. I do not feel that this is what we were meant to do.
It could be too late if we leave.
I don't think there's anything we can do.
They can take care of the
Let's
problem
go
that's down
already.
there, and we'll follow them after they leave. Just saying.
What do you two want to do?
So, what are you guys gonna do? You have this moment where you have to make a decision.
Gotta know.
Dan's going. I'm like,
Okay.
you know,
Are you
Alright.
going
Already
to,
going.
Gabriella?
I'm gonna follow from a distance so that I can alert the other people.
Basically, the old bear strategy of like, you don't need to be the fastest, you just not be the slowest. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And Nona and Morta, what are you all going to do? Do you just wait here? Do you try to find a way out? What are you going to do?
I think it might be best to map out an exit right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So, I love it. Splitting the party. So, half the party going up, half
Question
the
2,
party
level
going
1
down.
characters.
Ornick is going up, I believe, to stay, right? The Than told Ornick
Yeah.
to stay with them.
yep, stay with
Okay.
some other people. We'll be more safe.
Okay. So, as Ornick, Morta, and Nona go up, Gabriella, Ripple, and Than descend. Let me pull you all on the map. You guys can't see this, but I will pull the... I need to sign a token. I'm just going to sign...
Like a party token.
James, is it okay if your token, everybody can control Ripple?
Yeah,
That
that's
way,
fine.
everybody should have visibility of what Ripple sees.
That's okay.
I think that will
Sure.
make it...
That'll work for the stream too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull you there, and then configure something. In a second, configure ownership. Observer, perhaps? Maybe that will work. Second. Does everybody have? Can you all see? It will be on the right side. I don't know if you can like see down the map. It's like if the big square. Can you guys, James? You can see your character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ripple.
Yeah, I can see
Can
my
you all
character.
see?
I can see Ripple now as well.
Can you
Yeah.
see what Ripple sees?
Can you see on the other side of the pillar?
Probably. I have tokens. If he's moving over there, no. Nope. I
You
think
can't see. You can see the token, but you can't see what Ripple sees.
Correct. Yes.
Huh.
We're like halfway there.
Okay, one more. We'll try one more second. If not, I'll just try this. Give me 1 second. Figuring things out. I set you all to be owned.
Great
All
content.
see what Ripple sees now on the right side of the map. The new area.
Oh, okay.
On the left side of the map.
I can't see anything.
Scroll out, zoom out, everybody.
I can't see it.
Yeah. No. I can't. I can't see what we see on the stream.
Oh, you
That is
can't see
different.
anything over there. James, you can't see. Oh wait, is it because you guys all have multiple tokens?
I don't know. Drag me over there. Oh,
Oh,
oh, I can see.
everything just went dark now.
It's
Can
Caddy.
everybody see James's character now?
It is Caddy.
Oh yes, everybody should be able to see Ripple now, right?
We are in the brain of the cat.
Okay. If
I can't.
I
everybody,
can see it on stream. That's good enough.
if you zoom out, all
Oh,
the
I
way,
see. Hmm.
it's hard to communicate on like where
Down there.
everybody is.
Okay.
Morta, can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll just have Ripple represent the group down there. So, Ripple, as you and Than and Gabriella descend, I assume you're doing so stealthily.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Yes.
and make a stealth check for us.
All
the three
right.
of you.
That is an 18 for me.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
12, 18, and Ripple?
7.
7. As you creep around, you immediately see two things. To the right, you guys see what looks like the ramp. So you see to the left, there's a ramp that goes down and around in the corner where the arrow is. And there's two tombs that jut out into like sort of an alcove. But to the right, what looks like a cliff where the ramp has broken down into water. And you can see buried under the water what looks like a tomb and something else. Not exactly certain what it is from here, this distance. But you can hear echoing from either side what sounds like scuffles and some sort of older, sort of polished voice. He's like, "Unhand me. Let go of me." And he's just sort of like rough. You can just hear like ruffling.
I'm going to, unless someone tries to stop me, begin gently lowering myself into the water.
Okay.
And
Ripple, as you descend into the water,
I'm going underwater.
you go underwater. I believe you can breathe
I
water
can
as
breathe
well.
Underwater, yes.
It is dark,
Oh.
cold, and this water. Make a nature check for me.
Okay. Intelligence.
This is
That's-
not
that's a
salt
4.
water.
4
This is
total.
not salt water, but there is like a peculiar sense that like this water is like slightly like stagnant, and it's like almost like contaminated a little bit from like runoff or something.
Gotcha.
But
Like
it's,
sulfur
breathable.
water? Okay.
Can I easily see out through like the surface of the water?
Kind of. Like it's not easily, but you can.
Okay.
Gabriella and Than, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna let Ripple just go this way? Are you gonna follow? Are you gonna stay here? What are you gonna do?
While
like-
I can't breathe underwater, I mean, I can swim certainly. So,
Okay.
Is it possible? Like, are we going under for a long time? That it would be difficult for me to hold my breath for longer than like 2 minutes.
You can like it depends entirely on what you want to do. Like you can go down there and you like there's nothing requiring you to hold your breath for a long period of time. It's just
Okay,
up to
cool.
whatever you want to
It's
do.
just that he can You can do it. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I'll swim there with it because I can
Okay.
swim.
Gabriella?
I think I'm gonna creep out to this like edge, like right here. Like,
Okay.
try to like look down if I can see.
So as you kind of poke your head around the edge, you guys can see. You can see what looks like a dome, but a dome that has had these sort of like top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right sort of like carved out. So it's just kind of like two like portions that like connect at the top like that, and then a hole. And you can see the well that connected each floors kind of goes all the way down through here. And the big tomb that you saw, Than, last session, is this tomb in the center. And you can see what looks like a large, for a dwarf, fairly large dwarf, armored, and is been wrapped up in chains and is like struggling to get out, Gabriella. And you can see Jedar, my seat, who are looking around, inspecting sort of like this central area, but none of them have gotten on top of it. Ripple and Than, you're down in the water. What are you all doing?
I just want to carefully swim closer until I can make out what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. Same. Do we recognize this dwarf at all?
One
Is it one of the guards we expected to be
It looks like a
hanging
dwarvish
out
guard.
here? And okay, yeah. So it's one of those that were like basically eating mushrooms and
Potentially like a
guarding
dwarf
this
then.
place. Okay. All right. Oh goodness.
Gabriella, what did you want to do?
Am I close enough to try to give the dwarf some like bardic inspiration to try and break out of their chains?
Any interaction with them runs the risk of like them catching sight of you. So you're welcome to try, but if you do so, just know that they might know where you all are. Ripple, you come around till you're like at the edge over here around the water, and you've come and you're kind of like half peeking around some of the rubble on them, if you can see on the map where I've dragged your character.
And it's just
and the
one
water
dwarf
extends.
in chains?
There's just one dwarf.
And can I see him from here?
You can kind of see through the other side. He's
Okay.
more like be on the other side of the central dais.
Gotcha.
And you
And
can
then-
see now that Lesteris is taking things out of her, for lack of a better word, shadow pocket. And she takes out what looks like random body parts that are mismatched, not even. So you see like one that's like a dragonborn, you see one that like an arm of a dragonborn, you see like a dwarvish thigh, you see a number of different body parts that have been sort of like stitched and not put together, but like they're ready to be put together, like a collage. And she is laying them out near this like center area, and she's taking out what looks like black diamond dust that's like sparkling, and she's setting up something.
Is that the same as the other hand? Like, do they seem
No, it does not seem
sentient
to
in some
match
way?
a lion.
Okay? Not that it matches, but just that it is a similar thing. Whatever undead hand of a lion
These
that
don't
is,
seem to
are these
move.
the same?
They don't
Okay.
seem to move or have any sentience.
Okay.
Just another macabre flesh that she seems to pull out of something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're still not quite sure what's going on here, and how many people were here again?
There were three
How many of
down here.
the? Okay, 3 of the party,
Mold
but it was
Speaker,
like a
my seat, the tiefling,
yeah.
Jedar, and Lesteris, the elf. And as you guys are deciding what to do and figuring out what's going on, she's like preparing for something. She's like setting something out. Nona and Morta, you all have gone up with Ornick, and you all are back up to the top. I'm gonna pull Nona up there. Let's see. Can you see yourself, Nona?
Yeah, there's 3 of me.
Okay. Now you.
Well, now
can,
there's
but
none
now
of
you
me.
can again.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So there should be both of you. You're up there with Ornick. I'm not gonna pull Ornick for now. But you all are up there. What do? As you see this, as you get back up, you see this cube that is now clearly destroyed. It was not doing too well at the point where you all left it, and you can see a large indent from what looks like Jedar's hammer that caved it in, like right on the bridge of its nose, and its face is just smushed in, and it is unmoving.
I'm gonna slip it into my bag.
Just to clarify, this cube is like 5 feet by 5 feet by 5
Never
feet.
mind.
Yeah.
It is like
It's a big
it is
cube.
like perfectly fits the size of this, like the flooring tiles. But if there's anything you wish to take off of it, you're welcome to try, you know, if there's something that interests you. But
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
okay.
But yeah, this stairway leads up and out.
So that's the one that goes back down. So those are both of those, the ones the top and the bottom go back down into the second floor.
Okay.
The only area you guys haven't explored is what looks like a tomb at the far end and 2 offshoots to the right.
Yeah, let's. Oh, just more tombs.
And
All
you
right.
see more tombs.
What about on the far side, like here?
And you see rubble that just has like caved in. The rubble has just caved in that side. And then you can kind of hear shuffling about up there the horror, the stitched horror that is above, that is just kind of like what the massive like monstrosity that is lurking up there.
Horrors
You don't
above
see, you
and
don't
below.
see Halloran, the ward that appeared out of her pocket the first time. Just the horror. Morta, as you're kind of trying to figure out what's going on, like you're doing the math. You've done this type of thing before, detective type work. Make an investigation check for me. You're like, there has to be an exit. They cannot have just sealed these people in, because how would the people who made the tomb get out?
Oh, that's a 17.
Very nice. You see that, like, there is not, you look for things like, you know, footprints that, like, some areas that had been more trod than others, but it's hard because the cube has just been moving around here for what seems like a millennia. Or maybe not millennia, a decade. And you do notice, though, the tomb that is on the left side of this sort of like offshoot there's just like the faintest bit of like wind coming from the tomb.
Okay, I would like to investigate that more.
Yeah. So you go off, and you need a little bit of help to push off the lid. It's heavy.
Hey, Nona, I think I found something over here. I feel some wind by this tomb. Can you help me?
Yeah, on my way.
As you are able to like kind of like uncomfortably have to get together in this like 5-foot area. You have to like press up against each other and push it off. I assume Ornick is just trailing the whole time, kind of silently.
Yeah, unless they tell her to do something, she's just
Okay.
kind of timidly. Okay.
And the tomb pushes off, and you can see steps that lead down and then forward in what looks like a very rough-hewn, like stone, not worked stone, like bare, unworked stone hallway that goes kind of like up and at an angle.
This looks promising.
As long as it goes up.
Let's try it.
Okay. as you continue to make your way through it until finally you see what looks like a cracked tomb on the other side, and a little bit of wind and rain that now gets louder and louder, and you can hear the wind kind of like, because of the storm has like whipped so much that there's just like a faint bit of wind that traveled down into this tomb. But on the other side, you can take off the lid of what looks like a stone tomb that's like kind of like half covered with dirt, and it leads into another barrow, one that you all didn't notice, but an exit that you have found.
Going for it.
Nona and Morta and Ornick, as you all finally breathe fresh air out of like being stuck down in the stale air for a while, we'll pick back to Ripple and Gabriella and Than. As you are looking down here, you can see that they're doing something, and they're picking around. Let me make a roll. Go ahead.
This, for lack of a better descriptor, glyph of body parts. Can I reach any of the body parts from the water I'm in? Like if I were to just stick my
No.
arm out of the water? No, okay.
You would have to like get out of the water and up to like the area where the tomb is kind of like raised up like a couple feet.
Gotcha.
And at this point she's finished setting out what looks like a circle.
Is any of the, like, obviously she's doing some kind of ritual, but has any of the mold been present yet?
Make an Arcana check
Or,
as you're like thinking about this.
sure. That's a 19 plus 0.
This definitely seems like ritualistic. It seems like, you know, the first thing that comes to your mind, necromancer bringing people back from the dead. And you see like the part that worries you is the black diamond dust. Whatever is going on here it's more than just bringing back from the dead. There's an element that's beyond it, but that you're not an arcanist, you know, you don't really know what exactly is, but there's something more than just bringing back from the dead.
Okay.
And Gabriella, were you gonna do anything?
I think I'm just gonna like creep back to the edge of the water and try and get out.
You have to speak up a little bit louder. You have to stage whisper with our mics, I think.
Let's just get out of here. Or we can watch what they're doing, but
I mean, I think Than certainly needs to watch what they're doing and be like, is this part of the decay that has come through? Is this them doing some kind of unholy ritual?
Yeah. Ripple and Than, I assume you guys are both kind of like close to each other over here around this corner. Gabriella has come around from the side, you know, kind of like whispering out, trying to figure out what's going on. Do you go up? Do we need to go back? Do we look? I need both of you two, not Gabriella, to make a stealth check. As Lesteris kind of like looks up for a second. You see the hand has been kind of like distracting her, like trying to help you out, but you've been down here for a bit.
I got a 13.
Than?
That was a nat 20.
Than, you duck for a moment underwater as you sense them come, like a gaze that is about to wash over you, and you just kind of like duck into the water and under the rubble. And Ripple, your head is down but not out of sight as you see Jedar, who has been scanning and has been breaking open tombs with his big hammer and just taking out the bones, removing them and grabbing them. And he makes his way, and he kind of like, out of the corner of his eyes, he just like looks over. Maybe some sort of clerical sense, this apostate, as he looks at you. You!
Can I cast minor illusion?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna just like make a duck sound.
A duck
I'm gonna
sound?
try to like
Make a deception check for me.
That's funny.
A 20? Okay. Ripple, I need you to, so you duck down. There's a whack whack sound. There is no duck present, just like the sound of a duck. And Jedar looks confused for a second, and it starts looking around. Jedar does not succeed on the study action to investigate and figure out this invisible duck, and seems caught off guard. And
I would like to try and dive down deeper in that moment as he's looking around.
you kind of immediately go deeper, and you can see, like, you kind of pull back with Than. They're doing something, and do you pull around the edge? Like, you're able to get out of harm's way for that second.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Okay. What do you all do as you kind of resurface back over there, away out of the corner? You get the sense that, like, Jedar is confused, but is not one to let things go.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've now been discovered, so we only have a short amount of time, but like Than can't back down. Need to see what's going on. So if you guys need to leave, like, he's pretty stealthy, and he can probably just stay out of sight for as long as possible and observe as long as possible.
But what if we need to stop it?
That too, you know.
I guess we can just keep
We
on
need to
watching.
know what's going on and maybe stop it.
Yeah, let's just keep watching what they're doing.
As you guys are kind of like pulling up and discussing this here, you hear the scuffle of feet, of uncoordinated feet that stub on an old stone that is not been well kept, and you turn around. I'm gonna pull you guys on the map. I need you all to roll initiative as Than, Ripple, and Gabriella are over here as Halloran and my seat come around the corner, and you just hear like the scuff of a foot. Oh, wonderful. We needed more bodies.
I got a 7.
Not this body. All right, that's a 14 plus. Oh, I have a +5 initiative, so 19.
Okay. So it's what is everybody's initiative? Ripple?
7.
7. Okay. Than?
19.
Ooh. And what was yours, Gabriella?
20.
20? Okay. As we're doing this, so that is, give me 1 second as I pull up their initiatives. My seat is at there. And Halloran, ooh, very, very high. For a, what is your, actually, never mind. You're up first, Gabriella. You see
I'm dashing out of there. I'm out of there.
Okay, Gabriella immediately just runs and books it. You can just mark yourself as off this map. So we'll just put you up here, but you're off. Are you gonna dash to continue going, or are you going to?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as Nona and Morta, as you guys are, I assume, kind of coming back to like figure out where your allies are. You go 5, 10, 15, 20. You can get to, still not to the area where you all would start to hear each other yet. Another round of both of you converging would hear it. Next up is Than. What are you doing?
I'm going to yell at them and be like, "What's going on here? You better start monologuing to me."
As Than, you just step forward and like What are you persuading them? Are you trying to distract them? What are you doing?
Persuade. Like I really like. This is what we're here for, is to find out.
Okay.
So like as much
Make
information as I can get.
Make a persuasion check. They haven't said they're going to they're not going to kill you, but they do need the body. You need your bodies apparently. What's your persuasion
That is
check?
a 12.
Okay. Halloran just completely ignores you, whether it's because he's fully undead or not. And it's at that moment that you get distracted as you're like talking. How is Halloran here? The Hallow spell should be preventing undead from entering or being created. And it's in that moment that you're like, your persuasion just kind of like falters for a second. And Halloran just like steps forward. And I'm gonna move you forward. I assumed you kind of like were actually going to an area where you could spot him. And Halloran just steps forward.
Yeah,
5, 10, 15, and locks with you, with Than, and goes to attack. Once he takes out his shield and just slams it into your chest, throwing you against the wall, for a 14 to hit. Does that hit?
No, it does not hit.
Okay, it slams you into the wall, but you kind of like almost jump on top of it briefly, before then taking out his mace that is trying to uppercut you into the chest for also 14 to hit, which I believe misses again. So
Yep, it does miss again.
misses twice, and that's the end of his turn. It is now my seat's turn. My seat, who rolled a little bit higher than you, Ripple, looks forward and is going to she is going to takes out a little bit of like mold and fungus, like clump, and like pulls it, like slowly detaching it off of her shoulder and throws it at you, Than.
The crow is in it too.
Oh, natural one. She throws it and it detaches, and in the air you see it coming, and you're like, this is gonna eat your face. And you just duck, and it splats against the wall, and then just like slowly drips down and seems to die off, not having moisture to sustain it. It is your turn, Ripple. What are you gonna do?
All right. I am still a little bit hurt from that fall earlier, so I'm gonna step up the stairs a little bit and lob an acid splash about
Okay,
here-ish. Trying to hit. I believe his name
Dex save
is
or
Jedar.
attack roll?
It is a. Sorry, dex save. Yes, dex save. Got to beat a 13.
Okay. Yep. Failure with a natural 1.
Okay.
That dice goes away.
And he takes full damage. 6 acid.
Okay, 6 damage. This is acid damage, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. Not resistant to acid damage, as it splatters over his breastplate and shield and just kind of like eats away at his already pockmarked skin.
Oh my. That'll be my turn.
You said 7?
6 damage.
Oh, sorry, 6. Thank you. Back up to the top again. Gabriella, are you going to continue to run?
Yeah, run.
Okay, Gabriella runs. It's at this point, Nona and Morta, that you all are kind of like, you meet at the top of the top floor. Like, you guys are coming back, and you see Gabriella just booking it. Do you all say anything?
I had a feeling.
Let's get out of here.
Gabriella is just running, not looking behind.
Where are the others?
Yeah,
Okay,
Oryx
we're
gonna be
running.
like, what's going on? What about the rest of them? Where's Than?
In that moment, we go back
Is
to
she already
Than.
gone?
What is Than doing? As
Told you to
Oryx is
leave.
wondering.
Well, he's gonna go ahead and use his monk's fists, and we're gonna do an unarmed strike
Okay. As you
on
Yep.
I was going to say on this person right next to him.
Yes, Halloran, the undead ward.
Halloran.
As you punch out into his, you see like a breastplate and shield. He's fairly well armored. Roll to hit.
That is a 10, fortunately.
Okay. That is a miss, unfortunately, as it slams against his shield, and seems to have no effect. It just it breaks through the shield, but the shield is more of like a barrier than it is like a defensive thing, and it just kind of, your hand gets caught and you have to pull it out. Anything else?
Yeah, I've got a bonus action of unarmed strike as well, so.
Okay,
might as
roll
well.
to hit again.
All right. Even worse, a 9.
Okay, unfortunately, this time your claw, you kind of like try to like claw, and it just kind of gets stuck in like the breastplate, and then you have to yank out your claws. Are you gonna move?
Yeah, I will scurry around to the other side of him here,
Okay.
closer to. I was like
Well,
trying to do
So you
that.
kind of pivot around further in, and why do you
then
think Than is doing this in this moment? As Than is like getting further into the area.
Well, because he needs to know what's going on, and he's like,
Okay, as
like,
Than does this,
going to be
Than
questioning
wants
them this time.
Than is like, it seems like obsessed with figuring out what's going on, and doesn't realize perhaps the danger that Than is in. Make a perception check as you're kind of like pivoting around, trying to figure out what is going on. Or how are they? What is this ritual? Where's the like the necromantic, like this decay that you've been traveling for?
Yeah, that is perception is a 12.
You need to get further around the corner if you want to see something. You need to. There's something you're missing.
Okay.
Halloran just spins around and just tries to slam you into the wall again for a 12, which misses, and then a mace to try to like hit your feet, try to pin you down for a 16 though. Does that hit?
All right, that does get me.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage as you're kind of like, this mace just like caves in the front of your chest and throws you back, but doesn't knock you to the ground. And then in that moment, my seat comes up from behind you and just grabs your head as you feel the mold starting to crawl onto you. For a double check. 23. I assume that's gonna hit. So
I bet that just.
Oh yes,
that
that'll hit.
is, as you take 2d6 necrotic damage, as you feel the mold crawling over your head, and you take 6 necrotic damage, as you Ripple, you see the water draining out of Than's skin, like the fur, like almost like starting to dry, moisture being sucked out, and my seat like looking glistening and refreshed as she heals, doesn't need the health, but seems to be almost sucking the nutrients out of Than. And it is now your turn, Ripple. What do you do?
I do not like that. I'm gonna. I guess it's probably gonna look like kind of slinging a little bit of water. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Than.
Okay.
And
Than, how much health do you have, by the way?
I have right now I have 2.
Okay.
Maximum of
All
16.
right.
So, bludgeoning, you are getting
A lot.
sucked alive.
All right.
And
9 healing from Healing Word.
9 healing back.
Woo! All right. Let's go.
As the hand pops up around the corner, and Than does not speak sign, nor does Ripple, but the hand is trying to make signs as you hear more coming, Ripple, around the corner. This scuffle has drawn the attention of Jedar and Listheris, who will be joining the fight next round. What do you do, Ripple?
Oh, geez. Well, I don't know what the hand is saying. So I'm going to proceed with the original plan. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to jump back
Get
in
the
the
fuck
water.
out.
What can I see
Okay.
from right here with my head above the water, or do I need to get around these rocks?
What are you looking for? What are you trying to do?
Just to see if anything is happening magic-wise. If not, I'm going for the body parts.
You know that if anything has happened, like it's stopped because like sounds of like rituals and stuff like that has stopped because you can hear feet coming from behind where my seat is.
Perfect.
Like people are coming.
2. We'll make this 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm gonna dash 7, 8, 9.
So that's
10.
all rubble. You can't
Oh,
go.
so I gotta
you
go
have to,
around
like,
this
go,
way, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you've got to
So
go
go
all the way around if you want to
5,
spot anything.
6. That's my movement. I'm gonna dash 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12.
I think in this moment, Nona and Morta are just like, oh my god.
All right, I don't know what's going on back there now. I am over here at the ritual circle with all my movement, so I'm stuck.
Okay, you see what looks like a ritual that's been laid out, and you see in chains bound up what looks like this dwarvish guard that's kind of like off to the center. He is right, let me pull him on the map, right there. And you can see now Lesteris and Jedar, who are like right here, who are about to join the fight. Tactically, it's not looking good, I gotta say, guys.
Yeah.
It is not looking good.
Okay.
Listen to women.
What are you doing, Ripple, in this moment?
I've used all my movement.
You use your
but
action, bonus action?
Yeah, bonus action was healing word before I came over here. Yeah, I'm tapped out.
So you're literally tapped out.
Yep.
Okay, we're back up to the top. I'm going to roll natural 1 for Lesteris initiative. And a 18 for Jedar. Thank you. At this moment, we'll do a little role play. Gabriella, you have reunited with Morta and Nona. What are you all doing? You all are up on the first floor, and no one else has come after.
Let's get
Gabriella.
out of here, you guys. Did you find a way out of here?
We did.
Okay, let's just get out of here.
We leaving them behind?
We can't save them.
Ornick
Okay.
is gonna also be like, no, I can't just leave. Like, I know the way out now. I can
Alright.
go get Than. It'll be fine.
All right, up to
Ornick.
you.
Ornick, listen to me. Than probably knows what he's doing. If he can get out, he'll get out. We all know how fast he is.
He does
Come
know
with
what
us.
he's doing.
Come with
I
us.
have to stay with my mentor.
You all have
She's at least gonna
reached
go back
impasse.
down carefully.
Are you going to let Ornick go down?
Not a good idea.
Ornick seems to be ignoring reason in this moment.
What
are you
I'm gonna
gonna do?
grab Ornick by the shoulders. I'm assuming Gabriella and Morta are like already.
Yeah, I'm
Morta's
gonna
just been
help
like-
Nona. I'm gonna help Nona
Okay.
with whatever she's doing to try to keep
Okay.
Ornick
How
from
tall
going
are
'cause I
you
think it's
as well?
stupid.
Because you might be like doing the story.
Ornick's pretty tall, but with two people trying to restrain, I need Ornick to make a acrobatics or athletics check with disadvantage, and I want either of you two to make. Either one person can make the check, or both of you can make a check. One person with advantage, or both people make an athletics check.
What's
Wait,
your
if you-
athletics
maybe-
modifier, Nicole?
Is 0, so
I have 4, so
Yeah,
maybe
you
with
go for
advantage.
it.
Okay.
you go for it.
And Gabriella, are you helping them out, or you just kind
I'll
of
just
stay?
like roll my eyes and I'll like grab.
Okay.
Um,
So
18.
you help them out, but okay. What was your roll, Ornick, for your disadvantage?
That was a 2, so whatever happens.
You like it's
Sorry,
not too
Ornick.
hard. The amount of drunk villagers you've had to like restrain. This is not the first time you've done this. You do the old Morta sticks her foot out, Nona pushes Ornick over, and then grab the feet and just start pulling Ornick. Ornick is heavy, but it's not too hard as you guys slowly pull Ornick with Gabriella's help.
Yeah,
out.
I got
No,
a natural one, that's why I like
man!
trip and fall on my face while
And you see Gabriella trips and then kind of like rights herself up and continues on the way out with you all. Ripple and Than. Than is looking a little bit better after the healing word. Ripple, you are around the corner. We will mark Gabriella, Nona, Morta, and Ornick off the map. You guys have escaped. You've made your decisions known. Than, what do? As now you see Jedar coming around the corner.
Well, it does seem like we are outnumbered. So, I still need to know what's going on, but we can't really slip past them as easily, can we? It looks pretty narrow to see like how far the ritual came.
It will be hard to go that way. Like you could continue going, but you're going to take the tax of opportunity.
Right.
They're going
exactly.
to try to like restrain you and hold you down. Because you get the sense when they're hitting you, they're not trying to kill you. They're always pulling their belows.
Okay. Then I guess, goodness. I guess I can start to retreat then.
Okay.
I'll go back around to the other side since there's so many of them.
Are you going to take an attack of opportunity, or you can disengage as an action? You can...
We'll go ahead and disengage as an action.
My seat was on the other side of you, so like, she was right here.
Okay.
I apologize.
Did I think?
I forgot to move her.
Okay.
So like, you can disengage, but that'll have to be your action, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, let me do that as an action.
Okay.
Disengage. And then actually, I'm going to jump back into the water here.
This is like yakety sax as you guys are like running around the corner.
Because like, we'll see if we can at least like get some of those body parts or something out of this. So, and I've got, let's see, I went roughly feet, and I've got 40. So I can go basically all the way around to there with this.
As you make your way around the edge, we are going to take a quick bathroom break as you all are Ripple, and we'll give Ripple and Than a few minutes to think about the mess they've gotten themselves into and how they're going to get themselves out. So everybody, we'll be back in 10-15 minutes. Cool. Okay, everybody. I hope Ripple and Than have had a few moments to think about their decisions and how they ended up here. I
haven't
also
changed my
pulled
mind.
Than a few feet back. Sorry, what did Ripple say?
I haven't changed my mind.
Okay.
No notes.
Okay. I pulled Than a little bit back because Than does not have a swim speed. So he goes half speed in water. So let's on some music. Not that many,
We can't hear you while you're over there. You're too far away from your microphone to be heard.
Oh, give me 1 second. Sorry. There's not. There we go. So, I am going to, for a second, just sort of like we'll finish this round, and we may transition to like a out of pseudo combat kind of initiative, like role play version of this. Mechanically, it gets a little bit like slow to handle this. So, that sound good? So, okay. Ripple and Than, you have pulled yourself around the edge. Than, that was your movement. Halloran is going to run to the edge and then stop, looking at the water. The only emotion, Than, you've seen on Halloran's face has been blank, nothing, except this moment where you see Halloran. There's like a brief bit of fear looking at the water, and Halloran does not go any further. Halloran is going to pick up a rock and throw it at you.
Okay.
For
Nothing under the water. Cool.
Miss for like a 13 or something. As you just see it, like this fairly big chunk of rock just like slam into the water with a splash and just sink a few inches before it finally falls. And then
I'm fighting my own battle here. Don't mind me.
Jedar, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and my seat go to the edge. My seat is going to take another wad of mold and fungus off of her shoulder and throw it at you. She is going to roll that will be a 14 to hit. Is that hit?
Nope.
Okay.
14
What is Than's
15.
armor class? 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As it hits the water and it grows for a second before it can actually like connect with you, and then just kind of like almost absorbing the water, and now it's just like this floating like mold that's just like on the water, and then Ripple, it is your turn. As you hear the scuffle has gotten around the edges, you can see Jedar has left your visibility. Lesteris is still there around the edge, keeping an eye on everything.
Okay.
What do you do?
What is this kind of like cross structure with the coffin icon in the middle
So
of the
this
room
is
here?
like, for lack of a better word, if you can look at me, it's like two like arches, but like perpendicular towards each other.
Okay.
And there's in the center beneath it is like is this big tomb.
Okay. While I'm getting out of the water and approaching the glyph of body parts, I want to kind of glance and look and see if I see.
Are you
like
going to
any...
do so stealthily? Because Lesteris will see you.
Oh, that's
if
okay.
You do this.
I'm going quick.
Okay.
I'm looking for any like specifically looking for hands, like we saw earlier. Looking for any jewelry that might stand out, sparkle as I'm moving around. I'm going to grab like the high value looking body parts.
So you're looking.
if there
So you're
are
looking
any.
for. You're looking for value, or are you looking to disrupt
not
the
necessarily
ritual? Or what
I'm
are you
looking to
looking?
disrupt the ritual, but I'm looking
Okay.
for high value body pieces or body parts.
Okay.
Hands,
Make
fingers.
This would be an investigation or arcana check.
Okay. Do I have either of those? I do not. That is an 8 total.
Okay. It's hard to pick out anything in particular, so you just like grab a few,
fine.
like
Yeah.
you grab a thigh and a bit of flesh, and you just kind of like, I assume you have like a travel bag or something you stuff it into.
Yeah. And I'm
kind
gonna
of like
kick some more that I can't pick up at the same time. Just mess up.
okay,
as
you
much
just kind of
as I
like
can,
kick
as
it,
quickly as-
scatter some black dust.
Uh-huh.
As you do so, you see the tomb in the center, the large tomb. It looks small here, but that's so I could fit it in the circle. It's like it takes up a full like 8 to 10 feet wide tomb.
Jeez.
And you grab the squelchy, fleshy bits and stuff them in your bag. And it is Lethera's turn, who sees you
I'm gonna turn around
and
after
turns
that.
around. Oh, okay.
I'm going back in the water.
So you go back into the water. Lethera sees you, hears it, and it's just like, why do they struggle? As she just kind of quietly, slowly walks towards you. 15, 20, 25. And as she walks close to the tomb, cause like the path that follows just like walks her close to the tomb. You hear a why is it always my guys that this happens to? You hear this like and the floor around the tomb like just gives out underneath her as you hear a as she just falls down into the tomb, and what appears to be a trap that she set off as you hear like a squelch and like a thud as she slams down near it, and you hear the dwarvish guard like burial guard got her, get out of here, boy, she's gonna kill you. As he kind of like wriggles his way over towards the center, and like makes it 5 feet. She seems to be disarmed for a moment as she failed her dexterity saving throw and set off this trap. It is back up to the top. We're gonna say Than and Ripple, you are going with the enemies going, and we'll just alternate turns. So what are you gonna try to do in this moment?
It is escape time.
They have completely covered the escape route that you know of.
Okay.
The stairs are blocked off with four of them.
That is a good point.
3 of them.
Let's go check out the other end of the room. You know, there might be something over there.
Okay.
This is a structure that
What are
is
you
very
going to do,
symmetrical.
Than?
Yeah. Did you pick up any actual body parts from that? I know that you got the
Yes.
squishy bit.
Yeah, I got some pieces.
Okay. All right. Well then, that's probably enough for Than, as long as he can communicate with you and make sure that. Then I'll just go with you. Yeah, to the other side of the room. You might as well.
Okay.
Might as well just
You
be away
all
from the
make your way
baddies.
to the other side of the room. My seat dives in after you, into the water. So we'll do. We're gonna make an initiative check at this point, and we'll see who gets the chance. If you guys get a chance to escape, or if they're going to get an attack before you can get out of here. Okay. So both of you need to roll initiative.
I got a 20 total.
Jack,
Success. The DC is 13 to beat my seat.
why are you like this?
Than, if you could roll another
Yes.
initiative.
Yes. It is a
And,
15.
Okay, you guys both beat the 13 DC that was my seat's initiative. As you guys are make your way over to the other staircase that leads back up. Okay? That's what you see. You see the room looks to be a mirror, and you see half of the staircase is uncovered. There's rubble covering half of it, but there is a staircase that leads up as well.
Okay. Yeah, as far up the staircase as I
Okay.
can go is
So
where
I'm
I'm
gonna
going.
pull your characters on another part of the map so you can see. I'm gonna pull Than over here and Ripple over here. You guys are off the bottom now. Can you guys see the over to the other part of the room? Can you see it?
Yes.
So there is what looks like actually let me check my map. I haven't looked at this part of the area for a while. So there is a partially collapsed room. It looks like this was it was attached to like the chapel portion. And it is largely just covered in dust, somewhat barren. But you can see the exit where would be is just completely covered in rubble. There is the only thing that gives you some hope is the fact that like you have like maybe 30 seconds to a minute before they catch up to you all.
Okay.
Okay.
There was not a tapestry on the wall opposing the wall with the tapestry, right?
Correct.
So
there was not. There was tombs that you guys never went into.
Okay. So there's probably not another false little hallway wall thing behind the wall.
Well, do you want to look?
I do.
Okay.
Let's go check the
Roll
same area on the wall.
perception or investigation check. And Than, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, if there's no exit up here, then probably just go right back down. And if there's nothing else to look at or
Okay.
I got an 8.
find out.
Are you gonna help him look, or you gonna?
I'm gonna use guidance.
Sure, I can assist.
Okay. Give yourself advantage and guidance.
Okay, I got 1 from the guidance. And the assist is making that, let's see, 11 total.
11 total. You don't see a door. You're looking for it. Where you think there might be one, and you realize it is it's not there. It's not. Oh, the door opens just a little bit.
Oh.
The wall gives in. It is tight squeeze. It's like partially broken from this collapse, but you can kind of squeeze in if you want.
Yeah, we're going in.
Because you all were looking for the exact same area where you knew it was on the mirrored side of the map, the DC was not too high, you are able to squeeze through into there.
Okay.
And do you go through?
Yes,
I assume?
100%.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I need...
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
we still haven't found anything out down there, so like, yeah, we'll go through.
Okay. Ripple, make a acrobatics or athletics check, and then Than, make an acrobatics or athletics check. This will determine how quickly you guys are squeezing through this after quickly finding this tomb door.
21.
Wait, no, never mind. That was 7 on that one. And that means 12 for me.
Okay. Ripple, you're the first to get through. You found it, and you squeeze through. It's a little bit tight, and you hear clanging of like metal like boots, and you get your way. You muscle your way through, and you start to run down the edge. I realize this part of the map is walled off. Give me
no
1
worries.
second. I'm going to remove that wall so that and move through it. There. So there's a similar area over there. 1 second. Can you see that? Does it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
After Than makes it through the door, I would like to do the same
Well,
thing.
that's the part. Than gets through the door halfway.
Uh-huh.
Before his foot, you just see his face. You see Than's face, and you're like, the gods, Kadvasi, the unknown. You are always just on the edge of the unknown, looking for whatever mysteries lurk out there, and he provides. And you're at your best when you're sort of thinking on the fly in the chaos. You push through this. This is what you're used to. Than was curious, and Than was a little bit slower than you. And you look back and you see Than's face just go wide, as Than is yanked back. As Than, you feel a vice on your ankle, and you feel the booming voice like vibrating through the hand as you hear Jedar just shout, "Got you," and just yank. And in the last moment, as you're being pulled back, Than, is there anything you do?
I'm going to like try to scramble and get out of that grip as best I
Okay.
can.
You have one very strong, determined cleric. You are going to have to make an acrobatics check dexterity saving throw, as he has grabbed you and is going to pull you back.
Okay, just want to make sure I understood which one.
And then you feel a second hand as my seat was also running right after you all and is starting to grab at you as well, and she's giving him advantage.
All right. That is 18.
Okay. How do you escape, Than, out of this iron viced there's just this metal gauntlet that like pierces into your fur.
So that might be piercing into my fur, but I, being a cat, have 9 lives, and so I'll let one go, but I will definitely twist around like my cat has been doing over me, and twist my way out, and very quickly jump back out at the hole at least.
Yes. You were able to jump through the hole using that last bit of like movement. You kind of scrape your ankles a little bit, using up one of your 9 lives as you make your way. Second there. You make your way with Ripple, and you all make your way around the edge. You go ahead, Ripple.
I was going to say, I was momentarily stunned watching that happen, but seeing Than get through the door, I want to make my way back towards it and try and close it.
Okay. It's not too hard. You just go through and you push it closed. It's just an object interaction.
Okay.
If you want to like wedge it closed, that's going to be like a whole thing. Okay.
I don't think we need
So
that.
you just kick it and you guys run. As you guys are running around the edge, you see what looks like a the walls are fucked. Okay. I will describe. Basically, you make your way around the edge. It's like a mirror of the other side, except where there is the exact middle, there is an offshoot to the right. And a wall that looks rougher, and it looks like it's at an angle. But then the rest of this like hallway continues all the way around the edge, towards where you suppose is where the mushroom like kitchen was. So, you guys reach this point. What do you do?
Do we check it out? This way here.
Yeah.
Which way is that?
The offshoot.
Okay.
Is there
So do
any
you
way
go
that
there
we
too?
can get back to the center here?
You can. You'd
And,
have
like,
to ignore
that's-
the offshoot and just keep going.
I mean, I would probably go back to the center and see if we are rid of the people right now, can we like observe?
You can sense they're
what's
coming
going on
after you.
down there?
Like they're kicking in the door,
Okay.
they're pushing at it. It's just going to take them a second to get through. So you can go to this offshoot and then risk them catching up to you, continue along the way. You don't know what's over in the offshoot. What are you doing?
I'm
You said
going to the
offshoot?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Let's see what the offshoot's like.
You take a brief second. You run through the offshoot. You see what looks like a treasure chamber, gold and other things that have been amassed here that have been set aside. What looks like gold rings. Let me go through the list of things in this room very quickly. There
How about
is
this?
a.
I'll tell you what I'm looking for.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
The bones, first of all, if there's like any sort of burial looking thing that could have bones in it, and 2, anything that is of value that has a hook on it that I can hook to my vest.
Okay. You see, in this moment, I need both of you to make a perception check to see what you find in just like a second, like the second glance, as you see what looks like a raised sort of like table of stone and gold and some random stuff just strewn about with it.
I got a 9.
I am looking for which one's mine. 18.
Okay. Ripple, you find just the gold just immediately catches your eyes. You see gold, you see this like potion bottle, nothing matching what you're looking for, except some random giant pot of what looks like water stone.
Okay.
An empty pot of water stone.
I grabbed that.
You grab that. Than, you see what looks like peeking out of like the pile of like a little bit of gold, what looks like some sort of stringed instrument of some sort,
Yeah.
and a painting, this beautiful haunting painting that is kind of propped up against, and it's like a work in progress, like it's not finished yet, and it looks like it's of a battlescape on top of like the potion bottle and the gold rings and other stuff.
Okay.
Are you gonna grab anything?
Do I know what the potion is?
Nope, you have no idea. You just see a tiny little beating heart in it, just pulsing.
Well, that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like any of that. No, unless there's something that's a clue to the people, to the naughty people below us, like...
This looks like the remnants of like all of the loot from the tomb of like these people who are buried here that were then like kept away so that the thieves that you guys spotted earlier wouldn't go around pilfering stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Then no.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Do you guys take another round to try to grab stuff, or you just book it and leave?
I'd say just
I
might as well book it.
We don't have a lot of time.
Okay.
It's time to go.
You make your way back around. You can put that you have a waterstone pot of awakening.
Okay.
In your inventory, Ripple. As you guys make your way around the corner, you push your way open into the Shrieking Mushroom. The Shrieking Mushroom shrieks. You guys run around the corner. You can hear footsteps coming up from the other way around. Lestheris seems to be making her way up. As you guys, I assume, are going back up to the top floor. And at this point, you can see like tracks of like water from where Nona and Morta briefly went out and then came back to grab. You can see like the markings of like Ornick, who was like clawing into the stone, as you guys make your way back out up the top, I assume. In this brief mad dash, Nona, Morta, Gabriella, in an uncomfortable like 3 minutes longer than it should have been, you see huffing and puffing Ripple and Than soaking wet,
Jesus.
escaping the tomb into the rain. What do you all do?
Oh, we made it. Oh, the rain is
Sounds
nice.
like we need to get away from this place as soon as possible.
We need to
so
leave now.
Let's run. Yes,
let's
let's
go.
run.
Let's go.
Where you guys go?
But also, we're still not any better knowing what's going on here.
Right. Would you rather know what's going on here? But we're going to be dead before you'll know.
And die right after.
We'll find
Well,
out after
everybody
they
might
leave
be
this
dead
place.
if we
Maybe
let
can
this
come
thing
back.
keep going.
Here, before we need to move, but right now we need to move away from Fane. We need to get away from Fane
Okay.
because if they track us back there, I cannot let anybody else get hurt.
Agreed.
That's very true, but,
So where should we
but
go?
we shouldn't go too far. We should be as carefully trailing these people as possible and finding out what's going on.
Big agreed
Okay.
there, but
Let's
carefully
go.
trailing, not, you know,
Or like woods nearby
confronting.
or
Okay, fine,
something,
no.
where we could like set up
Exactly.
camp.
Let's get away from here. Can we go, like, are there woods nearby? Like, I know the area fairly well, right? So, like,
the woods.
If
There should be woods
if there's
nearby.
a forest nearby, I'm gonna go hide in it.
All right.
I'm going to open the whole map of Fane and the surrounding woods and barrows. I think you should all be able to see the map of this small village.
Yes.
I just pulled Ripple because of this. This is not for you all to move around, more than just to kind of get a vague sense that you guys were south of the town, where there's the river that divides the brick-making area. And where are you going? What are you looking for, Nona?
I want to go kind of off to the west from here because I'm assuming this is directionally accurate, north, south, east, west. I want to go west towards some trees, just away from the village.
So you're
Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah,
away
I
from
wouldn't
the
wanna draw them
village
to
to
the
not.
I don't want them to track us to the
Okay.
village where
So you
anybody
guys,
else could get
you
hurt.
kind of skirt around the river up and forward towards the forest. They don't seem to be like able to catch up to you in this moment, or they don't come after you. One of the two.
That's right.
Maybe
Okay.
we should go into the
We
town and get
escaped
some
that.
help.
No, I can't. I can't risk anybody getting hurt right now. Not again.
Yeah.
It can't happen again.
I'm not sure that we should risk involving many other people. We need to be stealthy and we need to find out what's going on, what these people are doing, before we involve the rest of the village.
Agreed.
Oh, by the way, I got these, and I'll take out the body parts and just drop them on the ground.
Oh, lovely.
You guys see a dwarvish thigh and very muscular with like a tattoo on it. Like this blue sort of like gear. And you see a dragonborn's like forearm and hand.
Ew.
I am going to
Was that necessary?
etch these out real quick.
Is there anything you're looking for? Or you just like just
Oh, no, I was
You
just
know,
getting
I
a
just want to like,
sketch.
yeah, I just want to get like the tattoos and stuff, you know, on there, just to keep it all in a journal.
Can I try to light them on fire?
You have fire.
Why?
We gotta burn the remains. I think.
Was that really necessary to bring those along?
Well, they had a sort of
I think they are necessary.
glyph of body parts down below. So I did what I could. I
So,
took a few, messed up
Could
the
be
rest
useful.
that I could.
Okay. So I think
Because
Gabriella
we-
does have the right idea here in burning the remains.
I don't know if I have. I don't think
well,
I
before
have
we
fire.
burn them, let me just take a look at them and see, is there, because they are not alive like the hand was, right? It wasn't sentient in that way. So is there anything special about them, though? Or are they just hacked off pieces of dead things?
I will allow Than to make a nature check, or a medicine check. Sorry, and Morta as well. You can make a medicine check, specifically because of your history and background.
Can Ornick help me at all?
Sure,
Ooh,
Ornick
20.
can give you advantage on your roll.
Yeah, okay. Well, I got the same thing both times, 15.
What are you looking for, just to figure out if this is like special or been like, you know, like where it, like if it's connected to this decay, like that kind of thing?
Yeah. Is it connected to decay? Is it like, can I tell,
the
kind of like
first-
I had my life force sucked out of me
Yeah.
for a second.
The first thing that, which you can still kind of feel, like there's like almost like you guys can see like pock mark, like almost like sucker marks on either side of his like cheeks of Than's face, and you can see like the skin there is still like really dry and like almost like pale and like sucked in. Have you guys ever watched like, I think it's like is it the Mummy, or like there's some like old like movies that have like basically sucked the moisture out of his cheeks, and both of you get different things because you have a different history and experience, and you're looking for different things. Than, one that catches your concern is that these are not decayed. Like, they are clearly old, like they've been off a body for a long time, but they have not decayed. Like they were being stored in some like sort of stationary, this other area where like it's like they were put in like a freezer or a refrigerator, but like magical refrigerator of like extraplanar space. Morta, was there anything you were looking for in this?
Just I guess from the point of view of like a just very medical sort of, is there anything extra weird about that, or how they were chopped?
You do get the sense that from what they've described and what you have, these might go back to fit like a whole body. Like there are not duplicates from what they described. But the only sound you all hear at this point, it's clear that they are not coming out after you all. Or at least...
Did we see what direction they're going?
They have not come out at all.
Thinking back to the like flesh monstrosity, did it seem to be made from like different species body parts? Or not species,
Yes.
background, I guess, is the 2024.
Yes, there was a lot of different bases that you saw on it. It was a few humans. You saw some like half elves. They looked young, but it was hard to kind of make it out because it's just a giant fused flesh monstrosity thing.
Does it seem like the parts that were on the ground could have been used to make another one of those things? Or not?
Potentially.
Okay.
Do we want to like rest here for a little bit? I don't know if we can, how many spell slots everybody has left, or I was healed up quite a bit, so I'm an 11 of 16, but I don't know what everybody else is as far as health and such.
Well, I didn't pick any fights.
Yeah, same. I'm okay, but I'm not opposed to.
Because like we definitely need to be on watch for what is happening next when they come out.
Yeah, I want to be nearby.
Or yeah. If not, I mean, maybe we do need to go back in again.
Nona's
Yes,
gonna
but-
kind of step away. Sorry, go ahead, Nicole.
Oh no, I said just better prepared, but yes.
Yeah.
Nona's gonna kind of step away at this point from the party. She's gonna give like a glance to Morta, but she's going to step away and walk over to a tree and just kind of lean against it, where she can have view of both Fane and the tomb, the barrows, so that way she can just watch. And she's very still, just watching.
The rain at this point, the rain has picked up so much that like can't really see too far off in the distance. You can see the lights from Fane, but the barrows, unless you guys get closer back to the area, are a little bit obscured, unfortunately, by the rain. But you're able to get a sense of like if there's anything major going on, you'd probably catch sight of it. So.
I'm just like looking at the body parts and I'm like, guys, like, are we gonna dispose of these?
Oh,
Maybe. Okay. I think we have a few options. We can throw them into the river.
We should
There's some other maybe grotesque ways if they are pigs.
Bury them,
Pigs
yeah,
like
we could bury them.
pigs completely eat things, including the bones.
Based
there's
on
pigs in
the race of each of these, do they have rituals that they would prefer? Do like dwarves want to be buried compared to
any ritual you
cremated?
would... Than knows of a few druidic rituals, so he's not entirely familiar with like other customs. Any rituals you'd want to like observe, unfortunately, are like you can, but you don't have the whole bodies.
Okay.
So like you're welcome to do so, if that would, if you think that's what Than would want to do, or Nick, but you only have pieces of them.
Yeah, I mean, just as best as we can respect
Sure.
them, but also dispose of these so that they do not fall back into the bad guy's hands.
Sure. It's not too hard to do. You guys, in an unmarked sort of grave out in the forest, you find areas that maybe the animals aren't digging through as much, and you just bury each of them in a small hole. The rain covers up most of the tracks and kind of muddies everything before, if anyone is going to, someone has to know exactly where they're looking for to find this. So, the two of the what looked like 11 pieces have been buried.
Okay. All right. Well, now that that's done, I think we should keep an eye on the area as best as possible. And do we want to take turns while we rest?
We
Watching the
can,
area.
but I do have questions.
Questions for us? Questions for them? I've got so many questions for them.
Well, yes, but I mean, I don't really see many strangers here in Fane anymore. And of course, it's strange the five of you show up the first time trouble has come into these parts out of nowhere. It's just, odd.
Things are happening.
I think things are stirring up, or just in general, in Bagenroth.
What do you mean?
The
I think
crown.
there's unrest happening.
What about the crown? It hasn't been
Quite-
spoken of in 15 years.
It's causing the unrest. Someone's going to find it.
Do you think that they are looking for this crown, or are they
They might be.
using whatever necromancy-like powers just to further their own goals and
Why
think
not
how much about
both?
the crown? Well,
The crown is power. They want power.
people of the world, I'm telling you, Ornick, this is what they're like.
Morta, you acted like
What
you
if
knew.
she's just like a
woman.
collectible person? She just likes doing collectibles of special bodies. We
You
don't
gotta collect them
know.
all.
Yes. Although I doubt that with how yeah.
As you guys take this moment to try to reason out what's going on, we will are you guys planning to take a short rest or a long rest?
Long rest.
Alan.
Yeah, I feel like we're long rest with
Okay.
for everything.
Okay. I feel like short rest because we don't know when the people are coming back out.
That's true.
Unless a short rest isn't really going to help anybody. I mean, it would put me back up to full.
It would
That's
help me.
really
I'm
all it
fine.
is.
So, what are you doing? Short or long rest?
Maybe aim for a
I would say-
long rest. But if we get a short
Okay.
rest, we get a short
Sure.
rest.
So, we'll say for now, all of you can go ahead and take a short rest. We'll just say the short rest takes effect. And you also all level up to level 2 as you have escaped from the tomb.
Oh boy.
And so your HP goes up. Any abilities that you get at level 2, you go ahead and we'll spend 5 minutes to does anyone have any questions about how to level up or that sort of thing?
I have a question.
So you
about
will
my hit
not
points.
regain lost hit points, but you will get your new hit points max go up as well as the hit points you would gain from that. For example, for bards, at level 2, I believe they get Jack of all trades, Song of Rest, a few things. So just look up your class, figure out what you get at level 2, and just add those onto your little sheet. So. If you have any questions, we can figure it out afterwards as well. It's not too much of a thing. But you all take a little rest. If you get I think spellcasters also get like another known spell slot. And I'll let you guys sort of focus up. We'll take a 2-minute little break for you all to like do that.
We're going to do a quick be right back then in that case. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
In this moment of sort of like rest and relaxation, you some of you remember things, some of you reconnect, some of you center yourselves, and after about an hour of short rest, who's on watch at this point? Who would be first watch? Nona, make a perception check for me, and Than, make a perception check as well.
That's an 8.
I'm not perceiving. That is a 9.
Okay. You don't sense anything. You don't really see much, but the rain seems to start pouring heavier over the barrows that you guys came out of. The rain is just starting to pelt harder. The storm is getting heavier. And you have the sense something started.
Something unnatural.
Something unnatural.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to go back in there. Like, we can't just sit here and let whatever's happening keep happening without knowing more.
Do we want to get some supplies from the village? I know we're not really supposed to go in there, but I think it'd be smart to get some like counter supplies, like some antifungal cream or something.
I was saying,
I
you're looking
can't
for some
say we
garlic
have
or
anything
something?
quite
Like,
like
what do you do
that.
with undead?
Maybe some garlic too.
Can't say we have anything like that. Garlic maybe, but I don't see how that might be. I don't know if that would be most helpful.
What about like combustibles? Do you have any combustibles there?
Can't say that we do. We're fairly,
We have some spellcasters. They can make combustibles, right?
peaceful
Oh, true.
village. That
Possibly.
Is there anyone we can quietly recruit from the village?
the only two I'd say who would have been interested in getting into a ruckus. Of course, unfortunately, were killed yesterday.
That
All right, well, gotta do it at some point.
And you see this black, thin beam that is starting to go up from the tombs. Like, it just sort of like shoots up, just like this thin little beam. And the rain around the area slowly starts to stop. And much like the little, where is this, this photo, the rain around this area seems to slowly cease, and there's just this like darkness that seems to be oozing slowly, this purple darkness that just seems to be slowly like clouding up and out of the area. Almost like some sort of miasma. As the rain stops, and whatever happened has now fully begun in earnest. Let me turn off the...
Fuck.
Well, I'm telling you, stuff is going down. We gotta go back.
It is like some sort of purplish black sort of miasma that's like upwards and then like funnels outwards. And you can see now a few doors opening up from the village as people are like going out to like look like what's going on. As like the barrows, something's going on in the barrows. What do you all do?
I'd like to start to edge a
think
little
maybe
bit
I'll
closer
try
so
to-
I can. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you go.
Yeah, I
You're
just want to
muted.
kind of. Am I muted?
No, you're good now. It was just...
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna start to like kind of sneak a little bit closer, like maybe crouch down if there's tall grass
towards
the barrows to see what's
Okay.
going on.
As you make your way closer to the barrows, especially to the barrow in question, you do not see the horror anymore that was standing outside. And you put two and two together, they have removed the hallow spell. The undead that were being kept out, at least the horror and Halloran, it is gone because the horror is no longer here. And whatever ritual they've begun, or whatever ritual they're intending, is now begun.
All right. Should we go back in the first way that we went in? I suppose not jumping down there, but
No, don't go near it.
back in
Don't
that
go
way or
near
the
it.
way we came out?
Stay back.
Everybody, did you get a
I-
chance to roll HP, by the way? Level, during, not rolling for hit, but for, recovering HP if you lost it. Specifically Than, I believe, and Ripple.
Yes. How does that
Okay.
work again?
Just roll your hit dice. So roll 2d8 and add it back to your, or whatever you need, 1 or 2d8.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Okay.
I
My
got it.
apologies, Nona. I interrupted.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just kind of I just want to tell everybody to stay back. This isn't safe. I've seen too many people die. 2 is enough. I can't. Even if I've just met you all, I can't let that happen again. So we need to stay back. We need to count. We need to see what's going on.
We
We certainly need to
step
see
in
what's
once we
going on.
Understand this.
More doors
what-
opening on the village. So people coming out to look as this miasma is starting to spread out upwards and then over, kind of casting this shade in the it's already dark outside, but it's almost starting to cloud out the surrounding area, and it's creeping over the village as well.
we need to stop this.
Yeah. We've got
running
to
towards
do
Fane.
something. We've got to at least go back down, observe, and see if we can stop this ritual here.
As you run towards Fane, Nona, Morta, what are you doing?
I'm running with Nona.
Okay. And the rest of you? Do you stay here and keep watch over the local area, or do you go over towards the village to see what's going on over there?
A run. Oh, wait.
I mean, we should go back to the tomb.
We should.
That's what I will do.
We could
Okay.
wait here for
So
a
3 of
moment,
you. Yep.
see if they come back.
Well, if they come back
Nona-
out, then it's probably too late. The ritual's probably all done.
No, not them. Nona and Morta.
Oh yes.
Can I grab some? I'm gonna grab some sticks from the surrounding forest. I'm just gonna grab an armload of dry.
Not too much dry sticks. Unfortunately, it's been raining
Oh
this
yeah,
whole
it's been
time.
raining. Oh no.
But if you're looking for combustible stuff, just things that catch on fire, there is plenty of you briefly walked through the town, the brick workers, the kilns, the big kilns that you guys can't see on the map because I don't have it up. The big kilns on the map are kind of still little bits of embers glowing in them. On the southern part close to the barrows, there's probably some coal and stuff in there if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna you guys can you guys help me? Let's grab some of these. I've got a plan.
At this moment, when you're kind of gathering this stuff, Nona and Morta, you make your way into sort of the village as you see people coming out, and it's at this point that you see Arlen, the master brickworker, who sort of has positioned himself at odds with you, despite not really ever being, cause for conflict, and he's leading out a crowd of people with an accusatory sort of glance towards you, and he stops out. He smooths back his sort of like his short red hair, and he's, Nona, what's going on? The village is getting very concerned. What have you been doing out there?
Arlen, I am too. As people have arrived and they're causing problems. I mean, I don't know what is happening right now. They're performing some kind of ritual. All I know is that we need to get everybody in one place, away from the sky. I don't know if this is harmful or not, before anybody gets hurt. We need to get them inside.
What were you doing there, though? This all started after you went over there. Look, I have been trying to protect this town for so long. I have built up our industry.
Arlen, what do you think I've been doing for the past 15 years? I have given everything to protect everyone here.
Well, clearly not enough.
There's only so much I can do, Arlen. I am just one person. We're supposed to be in this together. Now, you and me, we need to get everybody here into a building, away from the sky, before this spreads and hurts anyone.
I need to ask you this plain now. Are you responsible for what's going on here? I saw all these new people coming in. You're going out in the darkness. A lot of us here are concerned that perhaps you're the one who started this, Nona. Always slurking, creeping off at night. You never get close to anyone. What's going on?
All I have ever done in this village has been out of service for all of you. I know I'm not vulnerable with you. I know I'm not open with you, but I would never allow anything to harm any one of you. I know you all want to know what's going on, but so do I. I saw strangers appear here. I wanted them away. I wanted them gone. I needed them away from everybody. I went after them. Shit's happening now. I don't understand it myself, but maybe we can all stick together and get everyone to safety right now.
You see, make a persuasion check as you kind of give a plea. Arlen is trying to rile up the crowd. He is doing this and using this as a moment to try to like position himself as the new Aldermare.
I have a +0 to persuasion, but I did just roll a natural 20.
Oh, you see in this moment that like as you give this earnest plea, Arlen like goes to speak up, and you see little old curly poofy gray hair Layla and Smick. Smick being the father of a lion, who creep around him and put their hands. Now, come on, Arlen. Nona has been trying her best. She is earnest. She is not the one putting up all of this shit that's going on. Now, why don't you go play with your bricks? And you see that Layla and Smick kind of, they comfort people in the crowd. We are going to figure out what's going on. No, just go back into your homes. Maybe board them up. And we'll talk with Nona, and we'll figure this all out. Don't you worry. Speaking with the age of sort of faux elders, you know, in this town, despite not being the father or mother of anyone here, everyone kind of feels them like that. And you calm down the crowd, and Layla and Smick usher them all back in before coming back out. And they're like, they were putting on a face now, and you see now they are concerned as well. And they're like, Nona, what's going on? We can't leave again.
No.
We can't.
I know, and I'm so sorry. I don't think we need to leave, but I think we all need to stay hidden in our homes. I don't understand what's going on. All I know is that there are people here I've never seen before, and they're doing their best to. I don't understand what they're doing in the barrows.
Is there any way we can help? I mean, we're not really fighters, but maybe. Is there anything you all need? Look, whatever's happening is going to happen before the night ends.
I need you to tell me this, though, Smick. I know you've never been. I don't know if you have, and you've never told me before, and that's okay. Have you heard from Elliot? Ever? Any word from him?
Well, as he kind of like scratches his head and pulls out his beard. We didn't part under good terms. He wrote to me a few times. He's at some sort of magic school, and he had a girlfriend that he was really sweet on, and he said they got along real nice. She was teaching him elvish food and all this sorts of stuff, and I haven't heard back from him for a month or two, but you know, he said he was getting busy, you know, in his last letter. He's studying overtime, and there was a big exam or something, and I mean, why are you asking about a lion? What happened to my boy?
I don't know. I don't know. I just...
I
don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Why did you say his name?
Smike, I wish I could be... I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you. I thought I saw a sign of him just now. It might have been... I might have been crazy. I might have been thinking of him too. You know how... you know how we were when we were young, but I just wanted to know if you had heard from him recently.
Make either a persuasion or deception check, whatever you think is more fitting for this moment. You don't have to tell me.
Because she's not lying. Okay. Jeez. 11.
You see this moment where, like, Smick, there's something that breaks in your friendship, and you know that Smick knows you're lying, but he's not going to push. He knows that, like, you know something about a lion. It's not necessarily lying, it's just that, like he's like, you're holding on to something that you're not giving, and Smick is, like, pained a bit, but is also, like, your father, and it's just not going to push you. Despite Smick's sort of tears. And he's like, oh, all right. Just keep your eye out for him in case anything happens. Let's go inside, Layla. And they just let us know if you need anything. And they head back inside to the little area. Is there anything you all want from the village? So, like, some things you might not know of, but might be here. Is there anything you're looking for before you try to tackle whatever is this ritual?
Like a matchbox or something.
Sure, it's not too hard to find.
I was gonna say,
you know.
Callista really wants to set fires.
I just really want to set fire to something so bad.
All I imagine
I get
is,
like a wagon. I get like a wagon and just
you know that, like,
them.
meme of, like, the little girl that's, like, in the background is the house on fire. This is just like this is just like Gab.
Morta's
Is there anything
into
else?
it,
So
you know?
matchbook, got it. You know, a little. Basically, it's like flint and steel that the brick workers use to light some of their kilns on fire. Is there anything else you guys are looking for?
I'm used to being a crewman,
That's all I
and
need.
I'm not looking for anything in particular, so I'm gonna help wherever I'm needed.
Okay.
Can we like take a wagon?
Yeah, like I can't think
of
of
this
anything.
stuff.
Yeah, there's plenty of wagons that
hell
are you
yeah.
can, like,
Okay,
take
we're
off.
loading.
Like,
I'm loading up this stuff onto the wagon.
yeah,
helping.
there's you take the bricks off of a wagon. You know, Nona, Morta, are you guys looking for anything?
I can't think of anything in specific that would help here because I feel like this is gonna go very poorly anyway.
I look around for any stragglers who aren't in their homes and
Okay.
call to them
You-
to get inside.
You see a few
Yeah, I'm gonna
kids that are
do that.
are, like, you know, kids as they are, coming out at night, and you usher them back in, and you see, like, Arlon's son, who has not. It's like a young, like, 10-year-old. You know, he's not. He thinks of his father as, like, the world, and at times that means you have had to discipline him uncomfortably, but he listens to you and he goes back inside. He's like, but can I help? I mean, I've got rope. He pulls out like a little like kitchen knife, and he's like, I think I can help. I've been talking to Sven and Mertry. They're gonna take me out hunting, and look, don't tell my dad, but can you? I kind of want to go.
What's this kid's name again?
He's Arlon Jr. His dad is that conceited.
Arlie, listen. Arlie, this is not the time. You can go hunting another time. I promise.
He kind of like sniffs.
You
There's
have
like
to go
snot
inside.
drilling out of his nose, and he just like. I mean, okay, yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I'm not
get
hurt.
inside.
I'm not sad.
Go to your
You can
dad.
go do the
to your
cool
dad.
adult stuff without me.
Arlie,
Just like mouth
we've had
breathing.
this talk before. Once you go inside, stay there.
Arlon, come back over here. As you see the dad, like kind of like yanks at him and pulls him back in town. Arlon just looks at you. I don't know what kind of vial you're giving my son. Get. As he just
I'm
like
telling
closes
him
the
to
door
go back to you.
in your face.
Okay. Whatever. Okay.
Um,
if everybody's inside, I'm done. I'm just gonna face. towards
You've
the
done your
barrows.
due diligence, and everybody is in town and has been boarded up. You can see a few people that have like taken boards and are like boarding up from the inside. Morta?
Okay. Good.
Yeah, so I guess I've just been sort of helping, or I want to say I've been giving withering stares to people to get them back inside of their
Sure.
homes.
You are the people that like say yes to Nona and then they go back to peer out the window, and you are the face in the night that just peers back and just then they close their curtains and they start to board
Yeah.
up their windows.
I'm just kind of going around just trying to make sure everybody's intimidated back into their homes and
Yes.
ready to face the barrows.
Than,
Even though she
What are
thinks
you
it's so
doing?
dumb.
Well, I was struggling to not interfere with all these things, because obviously it's not really my business, but, we don't really need more people. Obviously, they could suck the life out of us and, like, rejuvenate themselves, so I think more people is probably worse, especially inexperienced people to become down with us. So, like, I am glad that we are not doing all that.
We are inexperienced.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would love to have more dead bodies.
Anyways, no, like, there's not really anything that we need. Like, we're like
Sure.
from a druid enclave, so we have everything that we need to survive. And like, I'm a monk. I have all that I need, and I don't need like other trinkets and things of the world. So
Okay.
nope.
So, as you guys have finished preparing and you make your way back to the tomb, what are you carrying with you, Gabriella?
Oh, I'm pulling the wagon.
Of
or
what?
Of like combustibles. of,
Okay,
like,
you have a wagon of
and-
coal
Yeah.
that you're bringing with you.
And like sticks. I mean,
And
wood.
sticks,
I've got a matching
stuff to light a fire.
I'll take more rope.
Okay. You have. There is plenty of rope that's been used.
Yes.
Heavy, like thick rope
Yeah.
that's used to hold and pick up big crates of bricks. So like this is
like-
this is the kind of rope that you would see on a ship, Ripple.
Okay.
So this is not something that can be quickly cut, but it is strong and sturdy. Let's just say you've got like 50 pounds of rope. Morta.
Deal.
As you guys make your way back over to the barrow, you don't see the horror. You don't see much. You see tracks, and there is one entrance that you know of into this area. There might be more, but there's at least the one. Sorry, there's two entrances. One, the hole you poked in the roof, and the other is like the one that you guys left by. There might be others, but as of now, these are the ones you know of.
Okay, you guys, here's my idea. So we take armloads of our combustibles down that tunnel that we came out of, and we go to that stairwell, that we like dashed out of, like the stairwell that leads down to like that big tomb area. We fill up, like next to the door, we fill up the space with our combustibles. We light them on fire and we smoke them.
I was thinking, why don't we just dump it down the hole that they threw us, and smoke them?
That works too. Yeah, that's really better. Actually.
Either way,
It's gonna be very
let's
loud.
smoke them.
But like, let's just let's smoke it up here.
Smoke them
But,
out,
like,
man.
As a few sort of world logistical stuff, we'll be finishing up really soon, but a few world logistical stuff, smoke does rise, not go down. Just remember
Need to
that
cover
maybe
the
as
hole.
you're planning.
Yeah, we need to cover it.
And this is not, it's not a bad plan. This is me trying to like make sure that your plan is like, you're as players, you're aware of what your characters know. So the whatever it is, you'd either have to seal it up or get the coals smoking and down further below, or something along the lines of that.
Well, we
might have
could
to do
see
the tunnel
down.
idea and like seal it with like something.
If we could seal it as much, but like there's the was it like a well basically in the center? You can see
There
down.
was. Yes.
Yeah, so
The well
like
We
if
plug
we
the well.
I mean, it does seem a bit counterintuitive to plug the well with coal and try to set it on fire because it probably would be very wet. But
We'll
to get
say
it down there,
for the sake of the sorry, the well is not like a well of water. It's just like an
Okay.
empty like cylinder. Also, we'll just say for the sake of this, you guys covered your coal with tarp, so it wasn't getting wet in the rain and stuff. You know.
Oh yeah, we thought ahead. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the best thing is like just getting it down as far down as we can
Okay.
through the well, and if that is basically down to the tomb, like we could see the tomb from that central well, so like dumping as much coal down there as we can, and then a torch or something after it, set it on fire.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it. So,
Smoke them out.
who is going to take charge of leading this? So this is somebody that's going to have to make a check for the group.
I think. Well, I mean, I was.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be
Sure,
Callista. She wanted to set fire.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
all you.
Yeah. This is all you.
Those years of being stuck in your parents' classes and never being able to do fun stuff, all the mischief is escaping now. Is anybody helping?
Yes.
I assume
Yeah.
maybe somebody's helping.
I will
So right now we will have one person make the check. That's going to be Gabriella. She's
I'll
going to
cast
make the
guidance.
check with advantage. She gets guidance. This represents, the cumulative effort of you all. So describe what you're doing. Tell me.
We go up to is the hole of the well like kind of is at an angle where we can like just put the wagons up to it and.
So are you talking about you can't get the wagon in because there's either the crack in the ceiling or there's like the tomb. So like there's not really like an easy like way to maneuver the wagon all the way in. But we'll say for the sake of this, everybody's grabbing armfuls and sacks of coal and just grabbing it in. So the bulk of the coal is brought into the first level, the top layer.
Okay, and then we throw it down the wall.
So you're lighting it and throwing it down the well, or
I think we're throwing it down the wall first. Maybe a mix.
And then something. Yeah, do we have like a torch or something that we can throw after it?
I have torches. I think. I don't have torches.
And then we
just
should put the
kidding. I don't have
tarp over
torches.
the hole.
Oh yeah.
As you lean over to do this, Gabriella, sorry. As you lean over, make a perception check for me.
Oh, okay. Nice.
19. You
20,
can
actually.
see the
20.
tomb, the top of the tomb is now, the lid has been removed. It's far off, 60 feet in the darkness, just at the edge of your vision, but it's because there's light down there. And you can see, like, the smoke is emanating from this area, like this miasma, and that's what's making it hard to, like, see. It's, like, starting to slowly billow up in this area. Go ahead and roll... I don't know. What do you got? What kind of check do you guys think this lighting fire on coal and like shenanigans check is? I'll open it to your interpretations. If you guys can give me an appealing like skill that you think fits this, you know. I am at a struggle, at a loss to figure out the right check for this.
Performance, but I only said it because I have.
Athletics or sleight of hand, maybe?
What about a survival check? Since it's lighting
I think a survival
fire.
check would be a good one.
Yeah.
So
I'd be
you have
with
jack of all
survival.
trades. So do your survival check, add your wisdom modifier, and then add 1, Gabriella, and do this with advantage because everybody is helping you.
17.
Roll with advantage. So roll again.
Oh.
See if you get higher. So
17
plus
plus 1, 18.
what's your wisdom modifier? Okay, so 18. Quite successfully, you find a way to like kind of like assembly line people holding out torches and like lighting the coals and then throwing them down at the at the same time, and you guys just it's like slow at first and then finally like it starts peppering the bottom, and you can hear like shouts from below as smoke is starting to billow up, and we will resume next week or 2 weeks from now as you all are smoking out this ritual as smoke is coming from them. It's
My
smoke
God.
all over the place, and you guys are going to see if you can stop whatever unholy designs they have for this crown, for these bones, for whatever is lurking down there. So, thank you
So
all.
the theme will be is smoking.
So,
All sorts
thank
of
you
90s
all.
references today.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone for joining us. Gigs, I'm sorry that you're hurt that Adam called The Mummy an old movie, but it's okay. It was 30 years ago.
27 years old.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.